Welcome to Rauta's Heavy Metal Reviews. Today's band comes all the way from United States of America. So all the Trump fans, hello there. This one is called Lady Beast and their style is so-called new wave of British heavy metal. Now wait a second, British heavy metal from the United States. God damn it right. That's what their band's page actually says. Well, don't mind that idea that British heavy metal comes from the United States. You get the idea. This one is inspired by Iron Maiden, Judas Priest and whatnot. So, Lady Beast and their third album called Vicious Blood. So here it is. I have already unboxed it from the jewel case here. As you can see, vicious boars and some kind of leading character over there. And on the background, let's remember, music is always satanic, that is metal music, unless otherwise know that all good Christians and other people know it. If you don't take my word for that, just forget it. Here are the lyrics each. Lyrics, and of course, in the middle we have the lineup. And yes, this band has a female singer, along with four guys doing the physical instruments, and more lyrics, more pentagrams, and this is how the booklet looks like. Here's the CD, which has yet another image of the cover, and on the inside, well, let's say beneath the jewel case, we have this image collection of the band, and on the background track list and yet another pentagram. And this was, as you can see, released by Cruz del Sur Music. Now, Lady Beast is traditional heavy metal with all melodies, guitar solos and all that stuff. So if you have ever, and that means in the past 40 years or so, heard any British heavy metal, you pretty much know what's going on here. Pretty basic heavy riffing, clean vocals, a little bit on the high side, and those guitar solos that eventually have to come there, you know, they're doing the the stuff like that. This is by no means way too happy music, but then again, it's nothing to do with, darkness or overwhelming sinister emotions, atmosphere or anything like that. This is the traditional stuff, the way it was meant to be. Since the 80s or maybe even 70s. So, from the very first track until the whole album is like thoroughly listened what's going on. The thing is that this album actually uses its best card right in the beginning, and this is not a big compliment because that the opening track, which I must now check it out because I don't remember, Seal the Hex, which kind of has this chorus to remember, isn't exactly a great track. It's, however, one of the most energetic track on this album, so pretty much it gives you a good idea what this band is capable of. However, that being said, this is by no means a hit album. This is actually a very, very mediocre album, and eventually, at least, I got a little bit bored after giving this album a few spins. The reason is neither the production or vocals are not that good. It's not like they are bad, but it's something that kinda makes you hope for more. Now the songwriting is very basic. There are no clear flaws there, but then again, it's also something that is kinda missing huge parts of greatness. The thing is, this album is just so basic, so mediocre, that it's really hard to kind of get enthusiastic about this. Now, let's say if I was like 14 years of age and I was, just finding new bands, maybe then I could just, like, oh man, they sound so energetic and, vicious and, all that heaviness. But now, being more than 40 years myself, it's like I've heard millions of albums that are the very same, but just so much more. So many of them are just better. So, Lady Beast, yet another addition to the new wave of British heavy metal genre by US band that creates nothing new. Not bad, not good either, unless you're a hardcore fan of boneheaded heavy metal. Just skip over this one and may you find better albums out there. Thank you for watching the review, and should you have any comments, disagreements, or whatever, just put them on the comment box below and I'll get back to you. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay metal and listen to metal. Makes no sense, huh?